Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Netball SA Premier League Grand Final between Contax and Matrix. Contax had the better of Matrix in the semi-final, but on Grand Final day, who knows what can happen?
Who knows? I'm so excited for this game. We just saw a cracker game in the Reserves League. Matrix taking the game by 1, and I do believe that they were beaten in their semi-final by Contact. So, you know, the same could happen here in the league game.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler Orr taking MVP in that game for Matrix. So Fiona Crow and KO Watts in commentary with you tonight. KO, how do you think this match is going to roll out tonight?
I think it's definitely going to be closer than the semi-final. Contax won that game by 18 goals, so they came out firing. Their intensity was really evident from the first whistle, but I think Matrix have learnt from that. They showed a great performance against Oakdale and won by 11 last week, and you know, anything can happen, so I think it's going to be a much closer game.
People watching at home would have just seen on their screen a big in for Contax, which is Charlie Hodges, who has been a bit tied up with the Adelaide Thunderbirds for the second half of the season and would have been available last week if needed, but she's a massive in for Contax.
Oh, absolutely. She just brings that really calm head, lots of experience, and I'm just hoping to see a repeat of the 2017, I think, Grand Final, which, you know, I've had multiple people refer to that as the Charlie Hodges game.
She was, and for those who didn't watch 2017, so I think Sasha Glasgow rolled her ankle shortly some stage in the second quarter, and then within 2 minutes Chelsea Lemke at wing attack also had an injury. So Contax down 2 of their big attackers, and Charlie Hodges just looked like a woman possessed. She took control of that game. She set so much structure to that team, and to me that was the game that really probably set her trajectory for what she's been able to do since.
Oh, absolutely. I thought she was so unlucky not to get a contract in the Suncorp Super Netball after that performance, but she has just grown in confidence, and you know, she spent the time over in New Zealand with the Northern Stars, and you know, has come back and been rewarded for her efforts with training partner position and been brought into the Thunderbirds 10.
So my matchup for today, and I'm going to go early, is going to be the battle in the centre. You got Maisie Nankerville, a current Adelaide Thunderbird, who really has just exploded this year and was outstanding in Matrix's prelim final, and to me was probably the big difference. And she'll be taking on Gia Abernathy from Contax, who's really the engine room there and plays quite a similar role.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Maisie made, like you said, makes such a difference in that Matrix mid-court, and it moved Stacey Hine out to that wing attack position where she just looked so dynamic and so much more comfortable, and you know, was really that key feeder into the Matrix goalies. So I'm really looking forward to that matchup as well.
So we're just waiting to get our starting lists at the moment. Oh, here we go. I think they've just come through. Beautiful. So, and of course they sent it to me upside down. Thank you to Lizzie Birmingham from Netball SA. So for Contax and goalkeeper, we have Amelia Schmidt. In goal defence, Chelsea Blackman. Wing defence is Georgia Beaton. Centre, Gia Abernathy. Imogen Abernathy in wing attack. Goal attack will be Georgie Hodges, and goal shooter will be Charlie Hodges. That is going to be a speedy shooting circle.
That is a speedy goal circle, definitely. I think I called that. Did I call that last week?
Yeah, and we just had dinner, and I reckon you mentioned it then as well. So you, woman with your finger on the pulse, I think.
And who have we got from Matrix?
Yeah, absolutely. From Matrix, you have goalkeeper Sophie Croft, goal defence Hannah Schwartz, wing defence Emily Burgess, centre Maisie Nankerville, wing attack Stacey Hine, goal attack Emily van der Munkoff, and goal shooter Laura Packard. Probably not a lot of surprises in there from what we saw last week.
No, I don't think that's been a change since their prelim. Maybe did Laura start out at goal attack?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so we've had that
absolutely.
little change in the goal attack, goal shooter positions. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that brings.
I think particularly Hannah Schwartz up against Georgie Hodges, that's going to be fiery. Hannah Schwartz was not holding back at her attempts, and I think when you're playing against someone, a game maker like Georgie Horges, you really need to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Hannah Schwartz got called for a lot of contacts in that semi-final, and she really learnt and, cleaned it up in the prelim. So hopefully she can bring that into the grand final and we have a nice clean game and a really competitive between those two.
So we have the teams coming out on court. You see Stacey Hine running out for Matrix. I thought she was brilliant last week in winning attack. I genuinely think it just moves her that little bit closer to the circle, allows her to really just focus on that short, sharp movement. But tonight up against Georgia Beaton, who is probably one of the best ring defenders the league's had in a few years.
Oh, absolutely. And the height difference as well. It'll be really interesting to see how Stacey goes. She'll really be wanting to hit the edge of that circle because, that's where you want to be feeding the goalies from. And you don't want Georgia to be able to use her height at all. So, Stacey Hine, we'll watch for her getting on the circle.
Absolutely. Big cheers for Charlie Hodges as she runs out onto the court. She's been with Contax for a very, very long time, and I know there'll be a lot of girls quite happy to see her back in blue. There's a lot of sweaty-looking bench players who have all just come off the reserves game beforehand. And we're now going to pause for the national anthem. So less than a minute to run on the clock. Final pep up from the teams. What do you think they're feeling tonight, KO?
Oh, a lot of excitement, a lot of nerves. There is just no better feeling than playing in a grand final. They'd just all be ready to get out there and give it a red hot crack.
And a special shout out to tonight's sponsor, Black Chrome, whose name you can see underneath the clock tonight, who are sponsoring tonight's broadcast. So thank you to Black Chrome, the official uniform provider for the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
So Matrix starting with the centre pass, Contax shooting to the left of the screen.
A few girls out there I can see with their grand final tans on.
Look good, play good. Kate Beveridge.
Yeah, really?
That's a bit of a mantra.
So we have the same umpires as we did for last week's preliminary final. Georgina Sully-Beals on the far side of the court, and Deanna Stainer on the our side.
Early turnover from Contax. Georgie Horges doing some great defensive work down court, but it has just been turned over with a held ball on Gia Abernathy.
Nankiville and Hine running into the same space there. Hine, nice sharp drive, lovely into the pocket. Oh, Packard moving into that front space, not wanting to shoot the ball from there.
They showed some really great patience against Contax in the prelim final. They were happy to just work it in and find that perfect shooting spot.
Great strong rebound by Chelsea Blackman, and the ball flies down court. Great long drive from Horges at goal attack.
Blackman and Beaton are going to be so important in attack, driving that ball out. They've been so instrumental were so instrumental in the semi-final.
So the Contax goal circle, just trying to find a bit of balance there and find the right space to move into. There's an offside call. Horges comes out of the circle. And actually a really lovely hole by Charlie Hodges.
And an early miss by Hodges. Some nerves creeping in just in the first few minutes of the game.
Contact call there against Imo. The ball goes back. Ooh.
Oh, just a wayward pass there by Emily Burgess.
Georgia Beaton struggling to find an option, and then up comes Imogen Abernathy. Georgie Horges just finding really nice timing and space coming out from that goal attack position.
Yeah, just over that transverse line.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Oh, and a bit of miscommunication between the Abernathys. Oh.
And first collision with the sign.
So we are almost 2 minutes into this game and 0 goals scored.
I think there's been about 4 changes of possession. Oh, Imogen Abernathy did everything right, but just Emily Burgess having that bit of height difference.
Again, a miss pass. And Georgia beating her, like that speed that she gets to pounce on the ball is just amazing.
Just those those first 3 steps.
Yeah, absolutely. So Contax just trying to get circle edge. Swing ball. Nice, strong drive from Charlie Hodges. Hopefully she slots this so we get a goal. And first goal scored 2.5 minutes in.
So Contax have broken Matrix with the first centre pass. And Gia with the ball to Blackman and just working it in the centre third. Ben de Monkoff really needs to shut down Blackman on that transverse line, just make the passing option a bit more difficult. Oh, Croft doing a great job to confuse the space.
And lovely drive along the baseline there from Georgie Hodges, just to kind of create a bit of a distraction drive there to open it up for Hodges. Nice, strong take on the centre pass from Emily van der Monkoff. Good challenge though from Blackman.
Finds van der Monkoff at the top of the circle.
Obstruction there from Blackman.
Amelia Schmidt, look at her footwork.
I know, it's amazing. Laura Packard comes up with it though. Nice and easy, should be a nice and easy shot into the post, and she completes it.
Matrix intensity has been so much better than when they started the semi-final.
Yeah.
I think they've definitely done their homework.
So contact call for Sophie Croft on the edge of the circle. A nice, strong side hold there from Georgie Hodges, who will pop it up.
Hannah Schwartz just needs to start her footwork a bit earlier. She's got caught behind Georgie Hodges and just needs to work that footwork to get around.
Yeah, Georgie Hodges shooting at 94% for the season, so incredibly accurate. So you don't want to give her a chance underneath the post.
Definitely not.
Great decision there by Maisie Nankel. She's sighted underneath the post. Oh, and a missed pass.
So Maisie, she needs to take that pass. She did the right thing, but fake that and go to the space. She drew Beaton and Abernathy in perfectly.
So contact stream down court. Lovely. Oh. I reckon Hodges would have been there with a fast pass.
And Abernathy at the top of the circle. Great split by Hodges and Hodges.
Oh, it even looked bad off. Looks a bit awkward off the hand. That one looks much better from Hodges, and a great keep in there from Charlie Hodges.
Awesome by Charlie Hodges. Put her body on the line. And I think we had a break here. So
nice bit of play there. Really fast ball movement. It was set up by that first pass by Maisie Nankerville. Just stun that speed.
Just that ball speed. That's what they did so well last week. Stacey Hine doing a lot of work before the centre. Great drive by Nankerville.
And at least then, like, take the goalkeeper on. Just
absolutely.
draw her slightly out of the way. Nice shot.
And it'll be a throw-in.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure then.
I don't think anyone quite knew what was going on. I couldn't hear the whistle because the crowd in here is just so loud.
How are you seeing the change-up between Packard and van der Monkoff so far?
Not sure about it. I say that
as she does a fantastic defensive effort.
I thought van der Monkoff last week found really great timing in that drive out of the circle that set them up. And I don't know whether they've just decided that they want to put Packard up against Schmidt tonight. But I don't know if it's quite working for them, and the Matrix are down by 2.
Yeah, I love Packard in goal attack. I've said it before, she's just that calm head for them in the attack line and just has beautiful timing into the goal circle. So we'll see how it goes in the first quarter.
So another break there for Contax. Great time there from Hodges.
Matrix have definitely had their opportunities early, just haven't taken advantage of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So ball out of court, Gia Abernathy to take the pass. Sided Imo, wide.
Hodges holding her space really well there, just using her body to create the angles.
Contact call there against Emily Burgess. Good contest though. Good fair kind of contact.
Sophie Croft doing a mountain of work on Hodges.
Yeah. Who pops it up with that really high shot that she's got that just seems to fly through the air. And we are 6-2 halfway through the first quarter. Strong drive out there from Laura Parker and opens up that whole side of the court. I think the Matrix players took a little bit of time to recognise that's what was happening. So great pressure over the ball there from Georgia Beaton though.
Stacey Hind, great pass and cut there before. Yep. Would have liked to see the ball being given to her. You know, you give the ball to her, she's just going to draw the contact, and then you're going to have that free pass on the circle's edge.
Really good hands as well. Great option there from Georgie Hodges.
Hodges again, just getting it beautifully in the middle of the court.
She does so much work.
Yeah. She makes it look easy.
She makes it look way too easy.
It's a lot of work done before she gets the ball in that spot. Matrix just being really patient.
Oh, good tip there from Blackman.
Some great elevation.
Yeah, absolutely. Stacey Hind working overtime to find some space against Georgia Beaton there.
Oh.
And Gutsy going over the top of Blackman again. Obstruction, but Packard slots it. Lovely drive to the top of the circle there from Gia. Really held Nankivell off.
Just working their way in.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to have patience when you've got two short goalies.
Yeah.
You got to wait for them to kind of open up, and I think Contax are doing that really well. Great strong drive there, post. She was there just way too soon.
And Schmidt did that so well. Yeah. She just hedged out to the driver and then came back onto Packard, and Vandermunkhoff just released it a little bit too late.
How lucky are Contax? I mean, Blackman and Beaton, their drive out of defence is like spot on.
Yeah, they're so important for this team. Hannah Schwartz, well done.
She's been really good in this game.
She has.
I feel like there's probably a little bit more being let go in this game in being a grand final. But she's definitely been cleaner than what she has been. And you can only play to the umpiring that you've got. There's plenty going on between Sophie Croft and Charlie Hodges, and I love it.
I think both teams have set the intensity as well.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. So if you set the intensity early, it's if it's low and then it changes.
Yeah.
It's if you start to get a little bit more contact, a little bit more body, that's when the umpires are going to pick it up, okay? It's changed. Whereas they've both set it so high, so I think that could be a reason that there's being let go.
And if there's any two teams that you would...
Hind, beautiful waiting.
Lovely. Just great timing there.
Yeah.
Watch this, Hind and release.
Oh, Burgess.
I reckon Burgess had about 3 or 4 tips so far. They just have not fallen her way.
Oh, just a contact there by Schwartz. Beautiful hold by Hodges and opened up to the ball.
Nice
at the right moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And popped up by Charlie Hodges. So Contax out to a 6-goal lead.
Definitely doesn't feel like 6.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, well done, Amelia Schmidt. Chased up by Schwartz.
She's so clean when she has a go, doesn't she?
Packard being forced high out of the circle.
Amanda Munkoff to take the shot about halfway into the circle, and it's a beautiful shot from her to bring the difference back to 5. Overload from Contax on the centre pass.
Going back to Gia on the second phase quite a bit, just that direct pass back. The Tricks need to realise that.
I reckon Charlie was actually free there in that front drive. I don't know whether Gia was waiting for something a little bit more spectacular than a straight-on drive.
Yeah, you just need to give it. That's what they've been doing so well. Oh, missed by Hodges. Oh, chased up by Burgess.
Luckily, the ball was called back. A contact call against Gia Abernathy.
The Tricks really need to capitalise off of this turnover.
Great tip there from Amelia Schmidt.
They're putting really good pressure on that first phase. See Georgie Hodges and Imogen Abernathy just getting ball side on that transfer slide. It forces the ball, like the high ball. And just, you know, confuses the timing for the Matrix mid-quarters.
And I think in a game like this, which, you know, little things are the big things. And those little 1%ers start to add up. I hate it when coaches talk about 1%ers, but you know,
they're so important.
They're so important.
Stay on the circle. Stay on the transfer line.
Absolutely.
Oh, well done.
And that was a great drive from Stacey Hine to the pocket. Vandermonko faked it through and open packet under the pump, under the post rather.
Oh, Georgia Beaton, great timing. Abernathy with it in the pocket.
And really well done. That's a really great drive there from Hodges as well. You know, identified, waited for a teammate to make a move. As soon as Hodges drove back, she took the front space. So just really great working with her shooting partner.
Trick centre pass.
Ooh.
Vandermonkoff. Back to Burgess. Hine, beautiful change of direction. Great angles. Schwartz on the transverse to Vandermonkoff. Nankiville just doing a lot of work. Oh, who's going to come up with it?
Stacey Hine got caught in an absolute blue sandwich there. And unfortunately, she was a good few inches shorter than anyone else. So Contax takes down
Burgess.
And good long ball to release and drive down. Great drive from Hine, just needing something to pass to.
Unlucky, but she did step on.
Yeah.
Oh, Packers with the intercept.
They're just going to tap it down to the post.
What a defensive effort. I really want to see this finish from Matrix. They've worked so hard.
That kind of fight from Packard, I think this is what Matrix are probably missing, not having their goal attack. Kind of almost wanted her in that little moment just to tap it just a little bit further so she can run onto it and just put the shot
and just get a goal? Oh, the fairy tale.
Yeah,
the fairy
tip
tale.
to a pick up.
Goal. Oh, beautifully weighted pass by G. Abernathy into Hodges.
Charlie Hodges' role is...
It was
spectacular. It's spectacular. Like, and I remember watching her when she was training with the Thunderbirds do it over and over and over again. She commits so hard to that front movement that you actually can't pick the back roll quick enough.
I think that's the key with these moves. The intensity that they're done at and the commitment. That's what's going to draw your defender in.
Yeah, absolutely. So Matrix picked this back. They're only down by 3 going into the last minute. Nice, easy. So an obstruction call against Maisie Nankiville that Imogen Abernathy will take. Great strong drive there from, a lovely little fake along the baseline and pop back to Hodges, who sinks the goal. Matrix centre pass.
I'd really like to see Croft keep going on that first phase. She's just releasing the pressure. Stick on her on a held ball.
I mean, and Croft is a young player. She was part of the 2019 A&L team. But, you know, a bit of lack of experience, I think, against a really classy player like Charlie Hodges. And I feel like she'll get better at this. She'll learn Hodges a little bit better as the game goes on. They wouldn't have played against each other a whole lot over the last few years. Oh, why not? Oh. So that's the end of the first quarter. Contax storming to a 5-goal lead against Matrix, 15-10.
Launch your season in style with Black Chrome. Australia's leader in custom netball apparel. On-court, off-court, training, pre-season and compression. For netballers of all levels. Own the court with Black Chrome.
Back for the second quarter here at Priceline Stadium. If you are watching at home, leave us a comment on the Netball SA Premier League Facebook page post where they've shared the link. Let us know where you're watching from. Some really lovely signs out there in the crowd. Go Contax. Look at the blonde pigtails. If a Contax girl in a blue dress and a blonde pair of pigtails isn't what people picture when they think of a Contax player, I don't know what is.
So cute. And I think both teams had their a junior team out to run past and give high fives when the teams are announced.
I'm pretty sure Netball SA, they normally run a bit of a poster competition for people in the crowd.
They'll have some for you to choose from.
Oh, there's a lot of Matrix ones. I don't know if they can find some Contax ones out there. Maybe they're all hiding. Shouldn't be after Contax's performance in that first quarter. 5-goal lead, which is really impressive in a grand final.
Yeah, absolutely. They did come out really strong. I think we went 2 minutes without a score at the start of the game, but Contax just pulling out. Matrix did get it back to 3 with some fantastic defensive efforts from Laura Packard and Emily Burgess, but it is out to 5 now. But Matrix have the centre pass, and they are shooting to the left of the screen. So Packard's still in goal shooter.
Doesn't look like there's any other changes.
No.
So the thing I love about netball is that you can have 2 minutes with no goal score, but it was actually 2 of the more interesting minutes of the whole game. There was so much happening.
Yeah, just why all the players were settling in. Yeah, getting some nerves out. Oh, and Packers misses the first shot of the quarter, but rebounded and slotted in by Van der Monkoff.
Contact centre pass, lovely work from Horges to free herself from a player. And
Burgess.
From Burgess.
Again, I'm saying her name all night.
I know. And I think it was a bit the same for Burgess in the quarter-final, in the semi-final rather. Heaps of tips. It just never seemed to go. It just never seemed to fall her way.
Yeah, I thought that was a close held ball.
Yeah, so did I. And this is the challenge that Contact are going to find. They've got to find that release point.
Imogen Athanapi just takes a fall. Oh, Croft, great effort. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. Anyway, Team White, yay! Matrix backline throw in, tip for Imogen Athanapi, but goes about a mile offside. Gives the umpire a little wave. I know.
See, in that situation, I prefer her to just run offside because I'd hate her to try and stop and
do something.
We won't say it, but yeah, she can go offside if she wants to.
So Nankivell getting caught trying to burn Gia Abernathy for speed, which is probably not the way that she needs to do it tonight. Much better work though, positioning there. Van der Monkoff, nice front option, and Blackman is out of play. Sorry for the pause. Lovely Rachel from Netball SA has jumped up just to ask us a couple of questions.
Pack up with the shot.
Yeah, and slots it. So the difference is back to 3 with the Matrix centre pass, and suddenly things are looking a bit more interesting.
Yeah. Blackman just again with that first favours contest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like she's going to get one.
It's one of those ones you just keep having a crack, but whether her sitting out of play every centre pass doesn't seem to actually be stalling them.
Whether that will benefit Contax just to get that one.
Yeah.
Oh, a beautiful drive into the circle by Van der Monkoff and vision by Packard.
That was a lovely little front cut there from Emily Van der Monkoff, who seems to have come out with a good bit of drive out of that quarter break. Imogen Athanapi getting a nice little side pass and driving hard into the pocket.
So Contax just keeping that second phase quite short and then working their way onto the circle edge. Oh, Horges just plucks it out of the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Contact's feeding a lot from that deep in that pocket, and probably a little bit more work needed to try and get on the top of the circle. Great drive there from Stacey Hine and loops it over.
The vision. Schmidt's eyes were down.
And pops it in.
It's just that quick release.
Yeah, absolutely. I think too, whenever, when you're in Matrix's position, you just got to keep thinking, you don't need to get the lead back for the whole, now. Just going to chip away and get it bit by bit.
Burgess again, the tip around on the circle's edge.
Lovely switch.
Lucky not to get a held ball.
Great defensive switch there from the Matrix defenders. Should have been a little pop over the top. I think it was Horges who was free at the back, but
And Burgess
Yeah.
with the tip, but is offside.
So clean, and then just unfortunately jumped in.
How are you seeing Nankivell and Gia Abernathy's combination? Oh,
Yeah, look, I thought Nankivell was amazing last week and a real standout, but I think it really speaks to the class of Gia Abernathy that I really haven't noticed Maisie Nankivell as much tonight as what I did last week. She's found some really nice circle edge there, but probably the spectacular long drives that she was getting last week, where she was able to really show her pace out there. But I think this will be a really good test for her and a chance for her to show, you know, I can match up against, you know, arguably the best centre in the league.
Yeah, I think they've both been solid.
Yeah.
But they are at points cancelling each other out, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
But then they've both had some moments of brilliance, so...
Like that lovely drive into the pocket there from Gia Abernathy. That is a brilliant top of the circle swing. Imo nice and free, and Charlie Hodges pops it up with that lovely loopy shot of hers. Van der Monkoff again getting the centre pass, so doing a lot of work there. Maisie Nankivell ends up in her bum.
And contact on, or obstruction on Georgia Beaton.
I think Chelsea Blackman's actually having a really strong game. She's
Yeah,
not
definitely.
getting a lot, but she's certainly in everything.
Yeah, she's really making it hard for Van der Monkoff. But I think Van der Monkoff's definitely stepped up.
Now that was probably not the best pass, and they've tried to go over the top of Croft a couple of times now, and it's been tipped. Oh, Hodges, did that even touch the edge of the circle?
I don't think so. Beautiful shot by Charlie Hodges. The tricks with the centre pass to Hine and Burgess. Nankivell,
Nothing
back
on
to
offer.
Burgess. No, and Packard getting caught outside of the
Nice.
circle. Beautiful roll by Van der Monkoff. And again, that quick release, this time from Nankivell. Contacts with the centre pass. Hodges again back to Abernathy with that short second phase. Oh, beautiful.
What vision from Hodges. And just to back herself in, like she almost sighted Charlie. Charlie was like, all right, the ball's coming into me. Great strong drive there from Maisie Nankivell into the pocket.
Beautiful shot. She's found a bit of confidence, Van der Monkoff. I really like to see Matrix.
Oh, tip from Nankivell.
Matrix goal attack and wing attack come down and flood.
Yeah.
Because they are just getting that quick second phase back to Gia, nearly every centre pass.
And particularly when, lovely strong drive.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, I think too, when if you've got two short goalies, you do need that pressure release, probably a little bit more than in normal games. Back to your defenders. Move someone.
So they're just getting caught in the same space.
Yeah.
Got a couple of girls warming up on the sideline for Contax.
So that is the young mid-quarter.
Taylor Williams.
Taylor Williams is currently warming up that we can see. With the wing attack bib on. So we'll see if Contax make that change. Nice voice there from Maisie Nankivell. Wasn't sighted. Great little bit of footwork there from Millie Schmidt. She was so close to getting that. Laura Packard just absolutely sinks that one.
Great cover by Burgess. But some really quick ball movement by Contax. Oh, baseline. Baseline movement by Hodges.
Just that little dodge. Classy, classy player. Stacey Hine on the first phase. That was probably not... That was all right. Georgia Beaton unfortunately getting picked up for the contact there. Screen set up.
Oh, I'd
Not
like
put
to
into the right spot.
Good job, Hannah Schwartz. Oh, bad luck. Good job being in the transverse line, not so much the pass. That's what I meant.
So Contax bringing it down court. Great timing again from Hodges.
Beautiful cross-court ball. Oh, Burgess again, just with the tip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those long arms coming into play and doing some damage.
Hannah Schwartz coming forward, good movement.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pine just doing so much work.
Oh,
Yeah, just a little bit of a nudge in the back by Amelia Schmidt. She's been so clean.
yeah, absolutely. I think Packard in the air there. I think if she'd
Yeah.
been on the ground, it wouldn't have been anything. Oh,
But great rebound, Amelia Schmidt.
both teams just struggling a little bit to bring it out of defence, and particularly for Contax, who normally find it so
Yeah.
easy.
Just some great defensive pressure
Yeah.
from Matrix through that centre third.
Emily van der Munkhoff goes a tiptoe offside. So we have an injury timeout. Imogen Abernathy is going off, and young Taylor Williams is coming on court. We saw Taylor coming up in one of our earlier round games. Young under-19 national player who won the national title this year.
Yeah, I thought she's come on to has done a really solid job.
Yeah, absolutely. Really different kind of style.
Yeah.
But probably a little
Just
more
a bit-
dynamic in her movement.
Yeah, and we'll just see, she's got a little bit more height than
Yeah.
than Imogen Abernathy, so maybe they're just wanting to see that change, see if that counteracts the deflections and intercepts that Burgess has been able to gain.
Amelia Schmidt with another really clean tip. Ball keeps going over the top.
Clever from Laura Packard.
Yeah. And great position there from Stacey Hines to stay and wait. Oh, that went out one way, went out the other. Look, Matrix in this position, they're down by 2. If they got a turnover on their centre pass and then score on their own, it's even. Like, this is so like that. Oh,
Unlucky Stacey
unlucky.
Hines. I think unlucky for the intercept and unlucky not to have that 3-second call. Oh, and G. Abernathy just called for the bit of a push in the back on Burgess.
So Matrix streaming down. I think they had 3 options for that first ball and then no one kind of available for the second one. Nice work there from Maisie Nankerville. Someone needs to come out. Laura Packard.
We have seen that bit of positional switch between Packard and van der Monkhoff. I just feel like she just feels a bit more comfortable in that goal shooter position.
Great bit of work there from Laura Packard, just popping forward at the right moment. And scores. So Matrix now back within 1 with their centre pass. Like, they have absolutely chipped back in this corner and been really impressive. Van der Monkhoff takes the centre pass. Maisie Nankerville in the second phase.
Great placement by
Need to get onto the circle edge. Oh, and Laura Packard keeps it in.
And comes back on just as strong.
Great little front position there from Emily van der Munkhoff. Really put the ball right in her guts. And she scores to bring the scores even with 3 minutes to go in the quarter.
Great movement by Horges. Nankerville just a little bit late. Could have got a hand to it. Great footwork by Croft.
Yep. Shot from Georgie Horges. She's probably missed 2 goals tonight, and judging by her shooting percentage, that's all she's going to miss for the rest of the night. So good patience there from Nankerville in the centre pass.
So 94% shooting percentage from Horges this season, which is very impressive. And Beaton comes up with a fantastic intercept around the top of the circle.
She's been waiting to take one of those. You can kind of see her floating and floating.
Oh, but Burgess.
Oh, good. I thought they were about to call her for it.
So wing defence is coming in here, coming into play. Oh, and just a trip in the circle.
This game's great. Like, it's 2 teams going hard. Matrix score.
Back to level, 23 apiece with 2 minutes to go. Oh, the tip I've been waiting for. Good job, van der Monkhoff.
She's got a few of those. Her defensive effort tonight, and we really question why she was. We really questioned early on why van der Monkhoff was out in that goal attack position rather than back in goal shooter where she normally is. But her defensive work has been amazing.
Oh, Hannah Schwartz, bad luck.
Split second too long, too late rather. Nice little screen there from Hodges to set her shooting partner up. It is. Someone with an air horn here.
I don't mind it. Stacey Hine doing so much work before the whistle even goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's what you want to see from your wing attack. And Matrix just happy to work it around, finding some really nice space.
And a beautiful shot from Emily van der Mankoff, who's really come into this game in the second quarter.
I've been really impressed with her defensive effort and just her confidence to put the shot up. Oh!
Kind of wish Charlie had taken that shot. It was probably within her range.
Yes. But you know what? If it 1 minute to go,
Yeah.
scores even.
No, Kay, it's about the glory.
The glory. See, I'm more about, I don't care if you take 10 passes to get the shot in. Short, keep it short.
No! Contact call against Hodges underneath the ring. She looks shocked, but most shooters do when they get called for contact. Finally.
Shooters don't contact, do they?
No, I know. Contacting would bump their crowns.
Oh,
lovely
beautiful.
ball. That swing just opened the whole court up for Van der Mankoff.
Absolutely, just set up like that. Oh, and it's going, it's still.
Oh my God.
And Gia Abernathy ends up with it, but did someone go offside?
Oh, there's an offside call there, I think, against Georgia Beaton. No, it would have been Gia that far around. Contact call against Gia Abernathy. Screens it up from Matrix. A lovely little work from Van der Mankoff around the back there and along the baseline.
Matrix shooters just finding some beautiful space.
So this should be our last little bit of play for the quarter with only a few seconds left. Van der Mankoff scores. And Matrix go into the halftime break. Amazingly have fought back and have gone to the halftime break with a 1-goal lead.
Launch your season in style with Black Chrome. Australia's leader in custom netball apparel. On-court, off-court, training, pre-season and compression. For netballers of all levels. Own the court with Black Chrome.
Welcome back to the second half here at Priceline Stadium. Matrix, after being down by 5 goals at the first quarter break, have come back massively in that quarter and lead Contax by 1 goal at the main break. I think we'll go back with a Contax centre pass though. KO,
Yep.
what a first half.
Oh, it was fantastic. Both teams just come out with such great intensity, really set the pace of the game. Contax had it in that first quarter going up by 5, but Matrix really solid, just worked their way back in. I think it was going goal for goal, and Matrix were 3 behind for a good majority of that second quarter, but just in those last few minutes, just really utilised their turnovers.
I think we talked before about 1%ers and your coaches, but you know, as a defender, you often get told that if you're down by about 5 to 6 goals, that's 3 turnovers. But you don't have to get them all together, and I think Matrix did that really well. That they all of a sudden they were back in touch. So just do a quick scan of the court. Taylor Williams remains in that wing attack position.
So Imogen Abernathy just going to the bench midway through that second quarter, and Taylor Williams coming on in wing attack. And Kalia Greenwell is on at goal defence. And Blackman into goalkeeper with Amelia Schmidt going to the bench.
Kalia Greenwell's probably played in that in either goal defence or goalkeeper for Contax the last couple of years. They've won their premierships in partnership with Amelia Schmidt. I actually thought Amelia was doing a really good job, but obviously they just wanted a little bit more pace in there to match Packers.
Yeah, absolutely. And Greenwell should do a fantastic job to bring the ball into attack, just like Blackman. So
yeah, what a great option to have off the bench.
Oh, they are. They're sport for choice, aren't they?
I think there was a little step there from Taylor Williams, but anyway, ball goes down. Lovely timing there from Charlie Hodges. Great little contest there from Nankiville. It just takes Gia Abernathy that extra second to take possession, and by that stage, Charlie Hodges is covered. Another shot from Charlie Hodges that almost touched the roof. Missed. Great drive down court though from Hannah Schwartz. Packard really owning that corner of the court, driving out strong.
They've really settled into that combination, Packard and Van der Monkoff. I've been so impressed with Van der Monkoff's defence down court, and she's just finding her confidence on the shot.
They're really working together too. I think whenever we watched last week, that was something that we were really calling for, is those players to come together, work around each other, and set each other up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Packers again on that side of the court.
Hine, great take.
How did she end up with that?
That was fantastic take, but well let go by Laura Packard.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I think Kaylee Stanmore got a fingertip to that last. Great drive from Maisie Ankle to the top of the court and released to Emily Van der Monkoff, who's really just finding some really great space.
Yeah, she is.
Packers right under the post and pops that goal up. Matrix now out to a 4-goal lead. Kaya Watts, what is going on?
Oh, they have earned this lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really been working as a team, keeping the ball short, just letting it go to each other as well, and playing with so much confidence. They definitely, unlucky. Definitely set that intensity early though. Okay, they needed to match it with Contax, because that's what Contax did to them in that semi-final. Just came out with so much intensity.
One of our former teammates, Sally Fuller, used to say to me that netball is a glorified game of kipsy-oxys. And if you kind of base it down all the way down to those kind of basics, and I think Matrix are just doing them better than Contax at the moment.
Yeah, you pass the ball, you run, you shoot.
You just don't give the ball to the opposition. It's another great bit of play from Matrix, who are just looking a little bit more settled. I think this Contax front line, they don't have that easy release of the tall holding shooter. And it's one of those cases where these are probably your 2 best shooters that they have on court in terms of Hodges and Hodges. Hodges, don't say that really fast 3 times. But whether that's actually the best lineup to get the outcome that they're looking for, I'm not a massive fan of a big... Georgia Beaton. Of just bombing it into a tall shooter, but that release and being able to have that option for a tall.
Get out of jail free card.
Oh, absolutely.
Stacey Hine again finding that beautiful space in the circle edge.
Great rebound from Laura Packard.
Putting her body on the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Needed to finish that. Nankiville looks like a potential injury. No, she's up and running. It's a tough one.
Lovely release there from Gia Abney. Just floated it through to Hodges, who's right underneath the post, who pops it in. Just keep an eye on Maisie Nankerville. She really didn't like that little rip through. And I think it's her right arm that's probably a little bit tender. Stepping call.
That was a call that we mentioned last week.
Yeah. So last week there was a lot of stepping calls. I mentioned that at my own training game, we'd had the State League umpires drill us on stepping. And we had a bit of intel that apparently the Netball Australia umpires have been asked to keep an eye out for stepping, that there's been a lot of it, and to make a bit of a focus.
Particularly that back foot.
Yeah, so apparently it's a soft back foot was the wording that we were told. Beautiful shot. I think Emily van der Monkoff has fired up.
She's been fantastic.
Time.
I've also been really impressed with Hannah Schwartz. She has kept Georgie Hodges quiet.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really great example there of Maisie Nankerville attacking the ball in the air, so didn't wait for it to drop into her space, really just went to it. Rebound, that's okay. There's contact on the arm.
Packard comes up with it. Just had a few missed shots from the Matrix goalies, but they...
Well, and she's still putting them up. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, at least she's not kind of going into a shell, or she's backing herself in.
Absolutely. And you know what? They've got the rebound, so...
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, the Contax coaches are probably like, guys, box out, screen out. Georgie Hodges with a nice long shot, which she easily slots.
Just looks like nothing phases her.
Nah. Cool as a cucumber for the 17-year-old, I think she is.
Perfect placement from Van der Monkoff to Hine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Worked in with Packard.
They've got a really nice connection happening tonight.
Yes.
Packard slots that one. Matrix up by 4.
Gia Abernathy to Williams to Hodges. In the middle of the court. Nankerville almost another tip for her.
Close. Sophie Croft getting called for a couple of contact calls this last little bit. Hannah Schwartz. Great bit of work, and just so tough afterwards. Like, really was not about to be pushed out of the way. She had a crack at it. This is where Van der Monkoff either needs to clear out, which she has done now, or drive hard through.
Matrix just recognising the pace of the game, knowing when to go fast, to give that quick ball, and then just when to hold it up.
Great give from Nankerville. Didn't wait for the play. Saw Laura Packard opening along the bench and just popped it into her. And that's Matrix just chipping along. Hannah Schwartz just contested it.
Yeah.
What a strength to turn around and pass that in.
She works so hard too. It's
does.
so great to see her getting those intercepts.
She's such a great matchup against Hodges. Like, you look at them standing side by side and they're the same height. Nice Packers. Just kind of drove through that wing defence screen.
It's back to the transverse to Schwartz. Hine on the top. Two hands. Nice, easy.
I think that ball was actually to Van der Monkoff, but I'm not too sure.
It was a beautiful bounce pass
into
Van der Monkoff.
So Matrix score, this lead blows out to 6, which is the biggest lead of the game, I believe. So contact call against Maisie Nankerville, using her arms to reach up the field for Gia Abernathy. Great back foot split from Charlie Hodges. Getting herself a little bit closer to the circle and slots the goal.
All right, and we've just got a change here. We've got Greenwell coming off. So just having a few changes.
So we've got Horsburgh coming on at goal shooter, giving them that taller, rangier option. Charlie Hodges at goal attack. What's happening defensively? I can't keep track.
So Blackman is going back into goal defence, and Greenwell to the bench, and Schmidt is going on to goalkeeper. So back to that original defensive lineup, how they started the game. But Van der Monkoff doesn't faze her. She slots another one.
Has definitely not slowed her down.
Beautiful
Charlie Hodges.
pace.
This is where Charlie Hodges at goal attack is dangerous. She gets pumped up in goal attack. And she brings everyone around her with her.
I think that change in Horsburgh was very smart. You know, you've got your holding shooter, there's clear roles, you know, Hodges got to be the mover, and then you've got Horsburgh. They're ready to open up the back space, and beautiful rebound, but Hine comes in. What a contest.
Yeah, absolutely. She didn't get the ball, but she absolutely disrupted anyone else from get it. I think too, Charlie Hodges is really used to playing that feeding goal attack role, you know, working out her players onto the edge of the circle, into good feeding position, front cutting into that front space.
Yeah.
I actually think we'll see better netball from her with this structure.
It's like that freedom. We've got freedom. Attacking, I'm free. Oh, beautiful pass by Williams to Horsburgh. Oh, just not finished.
No, you always know when a shooter comes on, their first goal that they have a crack at.
And Hodges finishes nicely. 5-goal game. Matrix centre pass. Hines with the centre. Back to Burgess. Matrix just being patient.
Out, Emily.
Are you directing play, Fee?
I know. Don't you like, I can see what I did? Yeah.
Oh, Schmidt. Oh, unlucky. Packard was on the movement back.
Yeah.
Schmidt coming forward. Very unlucky not to go her way.
She's been sitting on the bench ready to come back on and
Let me
do
back
that.
on.
She's such a cool customer too, Amelia Schmidt. Like, she's so fiercely competitive, but she's just calm. She's a really great person to play with. Yeah.
Beautiful placement by Hodges. She's not messing around, just turning in, looking for Horsburgh under the post.
And Horsburgh, that's probably the third shot she's missed. She's yet to slot one. I'd really like to see the Matrix defenders really get in and under her when that shot goes up. Push her that little bit further out.
Yeah, just Croft just leaning back on Horsburgh just a little bit.
And again, Croft there, that's the one where you want her to come in, get into a really good rebound position and block out.
Matrix centre pass, 5-goal difference. Again, just being really patient before going into the goal third.
Stacey Hine just plucks the ball out of the air, doesn't she?
Oh, another bounce pass. Oh, well done, Blackman.
Little tip and chased it up. It's Amelia Schmidt wide, Georgia Beaton driving down. Yeah, Stacey, you'll stand out for that one.
I've been so impressed with Matrix defence, especially in the goal third and then in the the centre third as well.
That's normally where Contax absolutely burn teams, as they transition out of defence. It's not just that they create the turnovers, they just are so much easier to score from it because the ball just flies down court.
They're just doing the hard work early, really delaying Contax from getting those beautiful drives like they're so used to.
Horsburgh slots her first, she'll be happy about that. And we have a Matrix centre pass.
Oh, Contax centre pass.
Oh, Contax. I don't like it when centres do that and they turn around and face the defenders. Because as a defender, it's really hard to get a centre pass. It's not what we do. Oh, nice idea by Croft, having an attack at the passing. She's getting beaten in the air. At least she's mixing it up. So it is now a Matrix centre pass. Laura Packer with a nice strong drive out. Maisie Nankiville then taking possession. Just getting stuck in that position. Nice drive by Stacey Hine. Amanda Munkoff reads it really well. And beautiful roll and try from Laura Packard along the base. And pops it up for a goal.
So margins at 4 now. Contact centre pass.
Oh,
Burgess with those long arms.
I've said it last week. Berto, she gets tips and tips and tips and hasn't really managed to have them even fall her way.
Oh, I think just called for an intentional and brought up to the transverse line. Great hold by Nankiville. Oh, Blackman, she's so close to those.
Yeah, I know. If she went just with that one extra hand, I mean, she's got front position, great timing. Oh, pass from Nankiville. She passed that underhand.
Yes, she did.
Oh, see, look at that. Beautiful Burgess. Got the tip, pulled it in.
Oh, great effort by Blackman, but
don't
pulled in
do
by
that.
Packard.
Don't think that was meant for Van der Munkhoff, but it worked out okay.
Finished by Packard.
And the difference back out to 6. Matrix just seem to surge and find that touch, just that whenever they need it. Oh!
Beautiful placement by Abernathy.
Yeah. I reckon that could be another one from Burgess, a little split second there. Charlie Hodges slots another one, cool as a cucumber, with a minute and a half to go in the third. Still a tight one in anyone's game.
Oh, well done, Taylor Williams. Oh,
Yeah.
bit of a
Who,
shove
me?
by Burgess.
Who, me?
Just slowing the game down, potentially.
And Contax with another goal. And great little tip there from Taylor Williams.
Definitely what they needed, just to spark something in them, especially going into three-quarter time. Less than a minute to go now in the third quarter. Oh, great take by Horsburgh.
Probably needs Sophie Croft just to mix it up a little bit there in goalkeeper. She's just trying the same hold again and again and again. Probably just needs to get her feet moving and do probably quite better to what Amelia Schmidt's doing up the other end of the court with her footwork.
Oh,
I
unlucky.
thought she kept her
I
feet
thought she did as
grounded.
well. Oh,
Yes,
but she steps back,
Stacey.
Stacey Hine.
What a fight back. Gave the turnover up the other end of the court and gave absolutely everything to get the ball back for her team.
Her defensive efforts have been spectacular tonight.
Oh, I don't know who
McGill.
that was to. So we've got 12 seconds left, 3 goals in it.
I think the aim here for Matrix would just be to stop Contax from getting that score. But maybe an intentional obstruction is going to stop that.
Yeah, and I reckon Maisie Nankerville, as soon as she threw her hands up, you could just see her face.
Yeah.
She knew exactly what she was going to get called for then. What an incredible third quarter. We go into the final break with a 2-goal lead to Matrix, 40 goals to 38.
Launch your season in style with Black Chrome. Australia's leader in custom netball apparel. On-court, off-court, training, pre-season and compression. For netballers of all levels. Own the court with Black Chrome.
Back here at Priceline Stadium for the final quarter of the Netball SA Premier League Grand Final between Contax and Matrix. Matrix currently with a 2-goal lead. KO, this has been an absolute nail biter.
Oh, it's been fantastic. Both teams came out with such intensity. Contax up by 5 at the first break, and then Matrix pulling it back in to bring us into half time, and now they're up by 2 at three-quarter time. So it did get out by 6, so Contax were down by 6 during this third quarter, and we are so excited going into this break. We're not sure what's going to happen.
Plenty going on the Contax bench. Gia Abernathy just getting some really clear instruction there from her coach. You can see lots of communication. Matrix are already up and on their feet. They are all around themselves tonight, and they should be. Their reserves got up by a goal in the last 30 seconds in the last game.
So that doesn't inspire you. What will?
Oh my God. And if that doesn't tell you that it's possible, that will. So Jackie, their coach, giving them a last little minute pep up. The girls are starting to come back on court. We'll see who is in which position, but it doesn't look like there is any changes for Matrix. Oh, sorry, Letitia Hines has come on at goalkeeper. I reckon that's a really good switch from
Absolutely.
Matrix. She's such an aerial kind of defender.
Yeah.
Struggles on the short movers, but those tall holding plays is definitely her bread and butter.
And Sophie Crofts done nothing wrong.
No.
Just had such a good game. Got some really important turnovers and made it really hard for Charlie Hodges when she was in goal shooter. But just that height difference, Matrix just need to combat that.
Really smart coaching there from Matrix. You know, not satisfied to be up by 2 goals. They know that, you know, you've got to make the changes before they're really desperately needed. So Tisha Hines again pushing into that really great space. And that's where Hannah Schwartz just has to go with Charlie Hodges there. Oh, rebound.
Oh,
Hines. Oh,
bad
Hines. Unlucky. Little eye roll there from Horsburgh.
that was
Gets under the
fine.
elbow.
And Nankivell with the centre pass on Hine. Oh, great tip by Beaton, who's just shoved to the side by Nankivell. But she's up. Oh,
Great
Hine,
drive by
beautiful.
Hine.
Great strength there shown by Nankivell. Just hold herself from falling offside.
Stacey Hines had an absolute belter tonight. Georgia Beaton, I think, is the best wing defence in the league.
Yeah.
And she's just finding such gorgeous space. Oh, Stacey, and she's on the edge of the
the
circle.
edge of the circle. I love it.
Oh. So Vander Monkoff misses that one under a lot of pressure. Amelia Schmidt doing a great job helping drive that ball down court. Little fumble.
And Ryan
Great
comes up with it.
hands.
And we've got Vander Monkoff, she's just injured.
Get
Well,
in
not
there.
injured, but maybe a bit of a corky.
Yeah, I reckon.
Just making her way into the circle.
Great drive out of the circle over Vander
Just looking
Monkoff.
for options, and Hannah Schwartz is standing right next to her, having a bit of tunnel vision. Oh, another miss.
So Contax again trying to take it down court. Great dive from Georgia Bean, but nothing on offer coming down court towards her. Gia Abernathy now getting it really deep. Taylor, I think Williams just getting a little bit stuck and tied up there by Emily Burgess.
Just her timing's just a bit off, either too early or too late for that pass. Hodges is down.
Horsburgh.
Oh, what did I say?
Hodges.
Sorry.
The other one. And Contact scored. That's a turnover and scores a back level. KO.
I know. Matrix had their opportunities though to keep pushing it out. Oh, a bit of a shove in the back.
Contact against Blackman. I think it was Contact, but I think it was milked.
Yeah, but that's okay. That was okay. Because she would have got it. She would have.
Are you sure?
On
Great
Hine
little
again.
sneak there from Hine.
On the edge of the circle.
She's been great tonight.
She has been great.
Nice little see from Emily Vander Monkoff. Dishes off. She's missed her last couple.
Smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Matrix need this goal to get themselves back in it. So Matrix sent a pass with the goal up.
Hine just so dynamic, and Nankivell on the drive. They're just seeing all options.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was
Packard. Beautiful baseline, but it's taken back. Contact on Schmidt.
And beautiful slotting goal. I think that was a really great example of Matrix going back to those short, sharp passes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Emily Burgess still doing a brilliant job on Williams on that centre pass. Yeah,
Burgess.
Just 2 strong hands and came up with the ball. Great option there to Hannah Schwartz in the middle of the court.
She's been so steady, Hannah Schwartz. Oh, the vision by
Stacey
Hine.
And Vander Monkoff sinks that to put Matrix up by 4 and with the centre pass. Not behind the line, I think it was Georgia Beaton.
Yeah. So there's little things coming into play, just taking the pressure off of Matrix.
Again, Vander Monkoff finding that space.
Oh, Blackman just a little bit late.
Yeah, but great attempt. So Packard to put the shot up well within her range. And slots it to put Matrix up by 4. Contact centre pass. Taylor Williams comes out strong for the centre pass. Hodges takes the ball in the pocket. It's a possession call. Hannah Schwartz making a great attempt at it. Big hands over the shot. Tisha Hines just needs to get her feet moving on that one, getting a little bit stuck on the body. Charlie Hodges take a nice high shot. She's overcooked it.
And Hines keeps it in. Beautiful long pass to Burgess.
What a strong take in there too. Got a little bit of a nudge on her way up.
Just steady now, Matrix. taking their time.
Good
They know the
option
importance
there.
of this play.
Absolutely. Great option there to go back to a goalkeeper.
Oh, and Hyde again. She's got like Velcro or something on her hands.
Yeah, and she's done that all game. Just managed to get like possession of a ball that you never think she's going to. So Laura Packard.
Beautiful
Nice,
kick hands
little bit of
again.
work. Well done by Matrix. Great pass into space there for Stacey Hines. She's
Yeah.
able to move on to it and then deliver it nice and cleanly.
So-
Another not behind call.
I think it was a break, but Contax just need to adjust to that.
Yeah,
They're just
absolutely.
giving Matrix just that free pass. And like I said before, just taking the pressure off.
Laura Packard on the rebound. She's so strong when she goes up. So you almost get pushed out of her
Yeah.
way as she goes. Like, it's incredible. So Contax will be keen to sink one just to steady themselves. Hines, you know what? Have a crack. Like
Yeah.
that one where she came out.
And Hodges with it at the top of the circle
Yep.
to Abernathy, puts her on the stretch. Oh, beautiful take there by Horsera. Abernathy feeding beautifully. Just trying to rally the troops a bit. A few high fives from Abernathy. Oh, well done, Blackman. Saves that one.
That was a soft pass in from
Yeah.
Emily van der Monkhoff, and Blackman tips it out of court.
Nankerville at the top of the circle. Shooters just in the same space.
And
slots
pressure
it.
shot. That's a far out shot to take when the pressure is high.
Oh, stepping.
I think that's that soft back foot that the umpires have been talking about. Gia Abernathy just starting to look frustrated, the lack of options coming forward to her. No one warming up on the either bench.
Matrix goalies just fighting for that space.
And lovely little screen there
Yes.
with Packard moving into the back space.
Oh,
Great
Van der Monkhoff.
hands. Happy to let Packard take it. And she slots it to put Matrix up by 7 and with the centre pass.
I think Van der Monkhoff's been really smart. She's, when she's been on and had that confidence to take the shot, she's just turned and shot. But when she's maybe hasn't been as confident, she's let Packard take the
tipped by
shot.
Amelia Schmidt.
Oh,
Both Matrix goalies just stopped there assuming it was a contact call and ended up falling into Contact's hands as they picked it up.
Hodges, just a mistimed pass, but Williams chases it up.
And it goes out of court.
That was a great chase by Taylor Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Hines waits for Williams to come back on court. Lovely little pass from Emily Burgess. Hine again driving hard.
Oh,
Nankerville just waiting,
Like to see. Oh, well done, Blackman.
Hine!
And then
I thought she almost had that. Good work by Van der Monkhoff again. Having a good crack in defence. Ball's taken back to the goal third. Fair bit going on there between Hine and Georgia Beaton. Not looking down there.
Hodges just been spoken to on the bench. Now getting the goal shooter bib on, so we could see a change shortly.
Great work by Emily Burgess. They're just directing play, letting her players know who to pass to, where their options are.
Yeah, Contax just need to be tighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giving the Matrix way too much space, maybe looking for the intercept, just need to do the hard work. Take care of your own player first.
This has been a huge passage of play. There's about to be there's an injury timeout. Horsburgh comes off. Georgie Hodges into goal shooter. Probably not the change I would have made. I would have maybe looked at that wing attack position just to create a little bit more movement.
Oh yeah? Yep, I would have liked to see Imogen Abernathy come back on. And Hines with the contact. And shot by Georgie Horger, showing a lot of confidence in her first shot back on court.
Great option there to go back to their defenders. Mason Nankerville looking down. Stacey Hine deep in the pocket.
Swing! I love it!
Great position there from Nankerville to pop it into Packard, who
Well
shoots
done.
the goal. Keeps Matrix with their 8-goal lead.
Contact centre pass to Williams. Hodges holding some great space. Strong Georgie Hodges.
Oh, Hines!
She's holding the space in front. I'd really like to see her get on the move.
Yeah,
Use her speed. Good take by Williams.
Yeah, Burgess was all over there, and she really held her ground.
All sorts of pressure. Oh, Hines! Oh, unlucky. So it's 7 goals, Matrix way with 5 minutes to play.
Great strong take there from Emily van der Monkel from the centre part. She's done it so well tonight. Blackman's right on her, and that's really a thing that Blackman is well known for, her ability to contest that long, hard drive.
Some credit needs to go to Nankiville as well for just having that confidence to let the ball go to van der Monkel as well.
Hine tiptoeing along the edge of the circle, but finding great space. Into Packard, who shoots yet another goal from Matrix. She's been great tonight. Hines caught in! She does! The Matrix side of the court is currently going absolutely crazy. Stacey Hine was free there down the pocket, but comes up again.
Oh,
great
beautiful drive.
Movement. Great short, sharp ball movement there from Matrix.
Yep.
And Emily van der Monkel needs to put this up. Oh, even just for her own confidence.
Yeah. So Matrix, the goal line throw in. Oh, another great deflection from Hine. We've got Nankiville on the floor. Hodges getting up from the floor. Oh, beautiful shot, Hodges.
She's so dependable, isn't she?
Trying to inspire her team.
It's amazing Nankiville just tried to roll the ball back to the centre pass to waste some time, and in the meantime realised it was actually a centre pass.
Really? I was going to say, she has been playing centre. She's fit enough. She's fine.
No excuses. Laura Packard scores another one, keeps her team in touch. Tricks are currently up by 8 goals. At the end of the first quarter, I honestly didn't think this was going to happen.
Hine comes on with it again.
There's a whole heap of players. And I think too, a couple of times, both sides have been caught with waiting for the contact ball.
Beautiful change of direction by Nankiville. Oh, one-handed shoulder pass. Beautiful execution.
Nice rebound from Packard. I think van der Monkel, her radar a bit off this quarter, but it doesn't seem to be making a difference.
No, but she's
rampaging.
And she's got the, she wants to get her confidence back and nail those goals. So if you've got Packard under the ring, taking those great rebounds.
Yep. Another break there to Chelsea Blackman. I think she's the one who's been called for breaking the last couple of times. Oh, Amelia Schmidt, strong front position, blocking her player out.
So just that timing there again by Williams. She's just kind of on a running race. So you want to be doing that movement first, and then losing your player first, and then coming up for that drive.
And you don't want to get caught in a running race against Emily Burgess.
No, you don't.
She is she's almost like that Carla Pretoria's kind of sneak.
Yeah,
you kind of forget that she's there and pounces.
Oh, Hine again. She's been my MVP for the game.
Yeah, agreed. Held ball for Matrix. There's less than 2 minutes to go. Matrix are currently up by 8 goals. They were down by as much as 5 at the end of the first quarter, and they've absolutely stormed back in this final. Great contest there by Amelia Schmidt. She's really been good for her team.
Yeah, she's been fantastic.
Came off for a little bit, has come back on. Stacey Hine again.
So beaten with it in the centre.
We're just updating the score on your screen. So that's now the correct on-court score. Great little release there to Georgie Hodge along the base.
Yeah, beautiful movement.
Pops one in.
Matrix with the centre pass. Just over a minute to go.
Stacey Hine again with that centre pass. Ball floats up to Emily van der Monkel. Hopefully she has a crack. There's only a minute left.
A minute to go.
And dishes off to Laura Packard, who has been mighty for Matrix in this last quarter. Contax with the centre pass, long pass to Horges, who drives hard out of the circle.
They'll be really wanting to finish this game off.
Hannah Schwartz, great attempt there. Came around with two hands, great little bit of footwork.
She's been fantastic. She's learnt so much from that semi-final loss they had against Contax 2 weeks ago. She's been so clean. I'd really like to see the stats to see how many contacts she's got.
Yeah, absolutely. She's greatly improved. If you can hear that thumping sound, that is the Matrix cheer squad starting to pound the floor, show their appreciation as they build up towards the last 30 seconds of this game. Laura Packer with a long bomb. She has been incredible in this game and such a leader. Well,
10 seconds to go.
Matrix, they were down by as much as 5 in the first break, but they have fought back. The stars are shining bright tonight. They missed their grand final spot last year, but tonight is redemption as Matrix take out the 2019 Netball SA Premier League Grand Final, and Matrix take out both the league and reserves titles tonight.
What a night for the Matrix Netball Club.
Contax consoling each other on court.
So many fantastic individual performances for Matrix, but at the end of the day, they work together as a team.
I think, you know, you have Stacey Hine and Laura Packard up one end of the court who were just unstoppable. The Emily van der Munkoff with her court craft was really great.
And defensive pressure, I think that was a real highlight for the Matrix team. Just their ability to hold up the Contax goal defense, so Blackman and Beaton, because they've been so strong this season, just driving the ball out of their defense line. So credit to them, they've definitely did their homework.
I think also to the Matrix defenders, really, really strong in that first half, but really clever coaching move by Jackie to bring Hines in there. You know, they were up by a good margin, but she saw what could be coming and made the change before it was really, really needed.
MVPs for you tonight, Fee?
Oh, I loved Stacey Hine tonight.
Yeah.
I thought she was just exceptional, not only just on her centre pass and her play, but her defensive effort was just insane.
Absolutely. Yeah, Stacey Hine for me too. Special mention to
screen.
Special mention to Emily Burgess as well.
Oh, I thought she was great. I really feel like she's been building across this final series and just chipping away and chipping away. I think she's really the unsung hero of that Matrix lineup. And on the comeback from a really bad ACL injury. So
it's great to see her out there.
Absolutely. Lots of hugs. The Matrix girls, they will be going loud tonight. So thank you for watching tonight. A special thank to our cameramen, Brandon and Debbie, who are with us every round, Carl and Henry, who are extras tonight, our lovely producer, David. Thank you to Netball SA for putting tonight on, and thank you to you for watching. Tune in to spacequakesports.com for all of your South Australian sports action. And next weekend there are the rugby grand finals, and the hockey grand finals will be the weekend after. Thank you for joining us. It's Matrix taking out the title with 8-goal lead.
Launch your season in style with Black Chrome. Australia's leader in custom netball apparel. On-court, off-court, training, pre-season and compression. For netballers of all levels. Own the court with Black Chrome.